Hi guys, Sonny TV Arsenal. Felt I had to do this video in response to what happened yesterday. And basically, false allegations and basically all that disgusting behaviour and cringeworthy behaviour by the people on that particular podcast. I thought long and hard about it. What should I do? Obviously, I thought about reporting them to YouTube, but it's not really my way. I thought about reporting them to the police. That's not really my way either, because basically they're talking about bullying, and yesterday really what they were doing was actually bullying. They're talking about mental health and mental health awareness and going into suicides and this, that, and the other, and they just paint me out in a really pretty bad picture. And in truth, I haven't said anything. What I'm going to do is play their video. I'm not going to show their face because there's no point. But you can hear the sounds. I'll tell you who it is who's speaking. Obviously, through this video, I'm asking their permission. If they've got any objections, I'll take it down afterwards. I don't really want this video on my channel anyway. And also, just a message to YouTube as well. YouTube, the reason I'm putting this up there is because they made it go into live arena. They put it on your platform, and obviously, I feel like I've got the right to respond via your platform for people to see. It's clearly a case of misleading. It's a case of false allegations. It's a case of bitterness. And it's a case of putting enough shit out there just so they can get some more views, because obviously they're desperate. Let's play their video to start with. Let's see what they say. Basically, their video was supposed to be on Man City, Arsenal versus Man City, and instead, they've gone for a 20-minute assassination attempt on me. So am I that important to them that they felt that they needed to do that? I mean, obviously I am, because I urge you lot to follow me on Twitter, which I'll put my Twitter handle up now. Sonny, Unfiltered Sonny1. And basically, have a look at my Twitter and just look at the past history of my tweets, and whether I've actually called out anybody, whether I've actually abused anybody. Just give me your thoughts. And basically, and then go and look at the Arsenal Realists' Twitter. Go and look at the Arsenal Realists' channel. But especially go and look at his Twitter. Everything that he's put on Twitter regarding Claude or anybody else, have I ever liked? Have I ever shared? I haven't shared one. I haven't liked one. Do I get on with the guy? I get on with the guy. He's done nothing to me. Do I support him? I don't support his actions against people who do. If he goes personally on somebody, I don't support that. No. Do I support Claude? Because Claude has gone even more personal on other people. What Claude's done to me is a lot worse than what Realist has done to anybody else. So when you talk about trolling, take a look at yourselves. People in glass houses don't throw stones, all right? And we'll also get onto trolling, and also how I got trolled, and also my response to it. And we'll also look. I mean, basically, all this has come about. This is a message for Arsenal Fan TV. This is a message for all the members on Arsenal Fan TV as well. This is a message for all their fans as well, and just people in general. If Arsenal really has done something, the fact that I've got the guy on my channel, because I've got no issue with a bloke, there's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. If you feel that I shouldn't be speaking to him because you've got a grievance with him, come and tell me. But at the end of the day, so if the shoe's on the other foot, everyone who I've got a grievance with, I've got an issue with, would you then not speak to them? Would you then not work with them? Because as far as I'm concerned, Arsenal Realist was the only person who's promoted my channel, and I promoted his. So, and I'll carry on to do so, and I'm sure he'll carry on to do mine, because I've got no issue with the bloke. He's done nothing to me. If you've got your own problems with him, maybe you should look at your own behaviour first. How you react to certain situations, because I think a lot of it is actually brought on yourselves, of how you react to negative comments, or call it trolling, or call it whatever or content, call it whatever you want. But have a look at how you react to things. and maybe it might be a lesson to you of how you should react in the future. Okay, let's you know what I really didn't want to do is I think I find the whole thing boring. It's a total waste of my time, but we'll do it anyway.
There's another show going on, the Muppet Show, on the other channel. Oh. Right, anyway.
So apparently there's another show going on at the same time yesterday. It was called the Muppet Show. Well, the Muppet Show wasn't on. Didn't see Kermit the Frog, didn't see Miss Piggy either. And basically, and if they're referring to my channel wasn't on yesterday. So again, they should get their facts right first. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not doing this video to disrespect them. I'm not saying a bad word against them. I'm going to address some of their points, and then we'll go from there.
Muppet Show.
I don't know if you actually heard that. I think I should rewind it back to what Johnny's saying. I'm not going to do it now because I'll let you do that in your own time. Claude says it's called Muppet Show. Johnny said it's called or maybe it's Family Guy, if that's what he did say. If that's what he did say, Johnny, okay, I will have that chat with you. Yeah, if you did say is it Family Guy, the fact that I've had a bereavement in my family, I will have that chat with you. So let's carry on.
Let me go to the right size. Right. I know what never died, but we're still shared.
So that's basically Claude's impression of me. Very, very cringe, very childish. You know, disgusting behaviour. I don't know if you can actually see because there's a bit of a glare. We'll show it to you. Let's show it. So I'm not as advanced as many, so I haven't got split screen in this, that, and the other. But you know what? Let's not show it. Let's just carry on as we are.
Right. Yeah. So, well, as
just fucking follow that up.
Yeah. So, as you all know,
what time is the Muppet Show?
as you all know, we're at All Room Band. We're a brand new channel, and we just want to address something tonight. And this will be the only time that we're going to address it. We will not be talking about it ever again. And obviously, it's a lot of questions have been coming up and asking us why we left. To put it in simple terms, people, we left because we wanted to do something different. We wanted to do some.
You know what? Let's clear up another thing as well. I've got no issue that they left at all. None at all. Not one. Not even a fraction of an issue why they left. If they want to do something different, fine. You know, it's not a problem to me. All these people are not my friends. They were basically like anybody else who watched the channel or followed me on Twitter or anything else. I invite everybody to come on, and I'll still care to do that. Unfortunately, you can't. You don't know about people's integrity or their intentions either. The only person I say was my friend in the whole channel was Claude, and it's unfortunate that we ain't got that friendship no more. But that's his choice. That's his choice because he's chose to believe an agenda that he's set himself. That I've got any. That whatever the Arsenal really does, that I've got any hand in it. I mean, at the end of the day, if Arsenal really had a speeding fine, what would they do? Would they send the fine to my house? No. Obviously, they would give him the 3 points. So it's totally ludicrous way of thinking.
Something that shows that obviously we all support Arsenal. We want to do Arsenal stuff, but we also want to incorporate boxing, MMA, darts, other topics like what we've been doing on movies and music. And
there you go, boys. Free advert for you, which is what your intention was. So basically, they're doing boxing, darts, other things, Only Fools and Horses, top 10 singles, and top 5 films. If that's your thing, go and watch them. You know, I've got no hate with these people. You know, go and watch them. It doesn't affect me who watches them or who doesn't watch them. Yeah, good luck to you.
Load of other stuff, mental health. You know, we've got some great shows lined up. We've got a load of stuff in the pipeline that we want to do.
Big show Thursday as well.
Yeah, big show Thursday, well said, Johnny. But we just want to address that, obviously, we have got no animosity towards anybody, okay? There's nothing.
Right, they've got no animosity towards anybody, but now watch.
No grudging from our behalf. Well, yeah, sorry, apart from Claude, obviously, but
Follow that, so.
yeah, we've got no grudges against anybody.
Apart from Claude, yeah? So basically they said apart from Claude. So Claude's the one with a grudge. Okay, fine. Okay.
But what I will not stand for is bullying and abuse online. All right?
Great point, Terry. Great point. So what Terry won't stand for is bullying and abuse online. Okay? Just remember that one, yeah?
You can come at any of us and say whatever you want. But when you bring people's families into it, that is a form of bullying. And I would
totally agree, Terry. When you bring people's families into it, it's a form of bullying, and I totally agree with you. So basically, Johnny, take note of that, yeah, and also the rest of you on that podcast.
We look at you as a bully, and I would not accept that if someone was doing that to my kids at school. And this is an adult platform. This is an adult platform. Okay, we're not in a school playground.
Right. So if it's an adult platform, behave like adults, because this is what we're doing at the moment, and what I'm doing reacting to you is childish and pathetic, and that's why this is not going to stay up after this too much longer. It's going to come down.
This is an adult's platform. If you've got something to say, or you want something to be said, or you want to speak to us, you can do that via phone. We will not be doing anything by Twitter. We will not be doing anything by YouTube. We will not be doing anything by Instagram.
Right. Okay? So basically, Terry, in his wisdom, he's saying he's not doing anything by Twitter, anything by YouTube, or anything by Instagram, and why he's doing it on YouTube. Make sense out of that one, if you can. So let me repeat it. He's not doing anything by Twitter. He's not doing anything by Instagram, but he's not doing anything by YouTube either. So then they continue. He's not doing anything by YouTube, by the way, but now they're doing it. Okay.
So whatever you're going to do, you can put whatever, in my eyes, rubbish out that you want to put out. Anybody that wants to believe that, you can believe that. It's not a problem. I've got a problem with you believing that. Like I said, I left the show because I wanted to do other stuff. I wanted to not only talk about Arsenal, I wanted to talk about boxing, MMA, and obviously the other show. So I wanted to go on to better things, and with a few other guys, we're all the same.
Right, he wants to go on to better things, yeah, in their opinion. Okay, so they're going on to Claude's channel with 23,000 subscribers, who only get 1,000 views a video, because the other 22,000 people don't watch it. But let's carry on. Channel which I started for him, by the way, in my house. Yeah, but I'll come back to that in a minute.
In the same situation, in my eyes, we all want to do that, so that's why we got together. I personally didn't backstab, and I know the other guys didn't. There was form of communication.
Right. They personally didn't backstab, and there was form of communication. Okay, we'll come back to that as well, Tilly, shall we?
To say that we were going to do this. So that's it, basically, in my eyes.
Right. So that's it in Terry's eyes. Let's just recap. Let's be fair on the bloke, right? They didn't backstab me, and there was communication to me to say that they were going to do this. Let's just clear that up, yeah. I invited all these people into a group chat. There must have been about 30 of us. It was people who were in the podcast in the past, and people who are on the podcast at present. Which one of the viewers, Shaheen, was kind enough to offer us his office as a place where we could film a platform if we was grown up enough to do it. But unfortunately, we wasn't, was we? So basically, the podcast went nuts. It actually went nuts. There was 3,000 messages in it. It was going on ping from the morning till stupid o'clock at night. And every time I was going onto it, I kept thinking it was channel related, and all they was doing was talking shit. The whole lot of them, everybody in it. people who are even still on this my current podcast now. When I was trying to tell them to keep it channel related, basically it was going in one ear and out the other. Okay, so they're sending all their banter through. I've got no problem with banter, but there's a time and place for it. And if they want to do it, they can do it in private. I don't have to listen to their banter. So I asked them to keep all chat other than Arsenal and other than things relevant to the channel off the group chat, which is fair enough. It's a group chat for the channel. So they decided. So they said they're going to go away and do their own group chat for banter. I said, yeah, fine. They goes, and we might even do a channel for other sports and banter. I said, but we'll still be on this one. I said, do what you want to do. It's not a problem. As long as it don't affect this one, do what you want to do. I'm fine with that. So that's his past communication. So basically, it's indirect rubbish, and obviously, again, a figment of the truth.
But like I said, there is no need to be a bully on social media. There's no need to do a program on trolls and then do exactly what you're talking about to other people. This will not happen by ourselves.
Sorry, can you also state that I had nothing to do with the script?
Yeah.
I did not drag you. I'll show you something.
Right, Diesel's just jumped in. You know what? We'll also say, you know what, Diesel? I'll tell you something, mate. Okay, Diesel, you haven't said nothing for all the time you was on my channel, mate. So not digging you out, because the thing is, if you was this passionate on my channel, you probably would have been on there more times. And I've never had a crossword with you, bruv, so I don't know where all this hostility is coming from as well, right? I just want to say something. I'm going to let you lot carry on, and I'll respond to you. But all of you have your say, because this was a character assassination of me from start to finish.
Sorry, can I just finish? Yeah, like all four of you, and I wish you all the best with your new channel, by the way. I did not drag you all four of you out of Sonny's show to start. You came on your own calls. Let me put this straight. Right? I'm going to put this straight now for everyone. I had a disagreement with Sonny about things. I didn't like the way he treated my friends below. Johnny, I was upset about the way he treated him, and I told him, I messaged him and I told him. After that, he said, I don't want nothing more to do with you. I don't want nothing else, no more to do with you at all. Fair enough. And I'm taking you off. You are a fake, he said to me. I'm a fake. Okay, thanks, Claude. Thanks for just saying you're a fake twice, because you actually are. That's the only first true thing you've actually said. Let's just read this super chat. Sonny, why don't you have a sit down with them in like Godfather and Sopranos? Well, Zane, you must be a mind reader, mate, because what I was going to say to them, okay, they're quite welcome to come on my channel as men, respectfully, and air their grievances with me. Not going to do it on your channel. You want to come on, you can come on mine. And they can air their grievances with me. I'll sit down and listen to them, and then I'll answer them point to point, which is what they should have done when they left the channel. Let me give you some information of how they left the channel and how Johnny left the channel as well. Okay. Basically, bit of history. Johnny. Johnny used to be one of them staunch AKBs, Wenger people. And basically, he used to fall out with a hell of a lot of people on Twitter, and I was one of them. Didn't speak for a long time. But Terry, as we invite people onto the show, it's open to everybody, and it always still is. Terry got in touch with Johnny, and I didn't see no point in carrying on any disagreement. You know, he seemed like a decent enough bloke, and you know, he came onto the channel, and he was welcome to. You know, no problem with that at all. He came up to the show where Nigel Winterburn was going to come on, and all of you saw my reaction to when Nigel Winterburn came on the first time with Kevin Campbell on that podcast. I was actually blown away by it. Nigel Winterburn, at that point, was one of my heroes. My views have changed. You know, I don't see Nigel Winterburn in the same light now. I'm sorry, Nigel, but I don't. Obviously, to you, my opinion don't really matter anyway, but it's fine. It's not a problem. Right, so basically, when Nigel Winterburn was going to come onto my channel, because Johnny was one of his staunch AKB people, as I understand it, he attracted many trolls, right, who didn't like AFTV and especially didn't like Claude. Okay, so he attracted many trolls to him personally, and according to his version of it, which I don't know rightly or wrongly because I'm not party to it and I don't want to be, Nate's doing me. Apparently, they sent a lot of abuse to his partner, which is not acceptable at any level at all, you know. And if that's the case, I'm totally with Johnny on that, right? So obviously, he attracted a lot of trolls. These trolls have never messaged me. Okay, I just got to get doors. Sorry about that. Prior to Johnny coming on the show, these trolls have never messaged me. Yeah, I've never heard of them. I'm going to come to that as well, mate. These I've never messaged. They've never messaged me. They may have sent me 1 or 2 tweets when I was on AFTV at the time. I blocked them. If I get an abusive tweet, I block it. So I blocked them. So I was off their radar. I was doing my thing. I was off their radar. Johnny comes onto the channel. All of a sudden, whoosh! All these trolls have come as well. So what do? What do these trolls do? They decided to fuck up my opportunity I had with Nigel Winterburn. Nigel Winterburn, when he came on the week before, he came on in a really good mood. He said, come Sonny, I've heard about your banter. Let's hear some banter. Nigel Winterburn is a jokey bloke. He's a funny bloke, which is the whole reason I wanted him on there more than any other Arsenal footballers. To be honest with you, you know, because my channel is about banter and having a laugh and just being natural, like it's a normal day in the pub or day around your mates. That's what my channel consists of. But when Nigel Winterburn got all these messages, have you done a CRB check on Sonny? Have you done criminal checks on Sonny? Do you know that Sonny said this? Do you know that Sonny said that? Do you know Sonny's part of AFTV? Do you know Sonny? Do you know Sonny was part of a cult, right? Part of a cult that wished death on Arsene Wenger. So apparently AFTV are this cult who wished death on Arsene Wenger, according to these trolls. All right? I don't know if somebody on AFTV said it or not. I'm not responsible for anything said on AFTV or not, or their behaviour. I'm responsible for my own actions. That's what lobbies look at. It's nothing to do with me. Okay? I'm not part of AFTV. All right? I've got nothing against AFTV. I'm not part of AFTV. You know, whenever I go there, I went there to give my own interviews, and that was it. Okay? So basically, Nigel Winterburn works for Arsenal Football Club. So Nigel Winterburn probably thinking, you know, what have I let myself in for? You know, I've agreed to go on this guy's channel. You know, I want to give a fan the opportunity to help their platform and give something back, which was very nice of Nigel. And all I'm getting is a load of shit for it. Why should I bother? And if I was in Nigel Winterburn's position, I totally agree with him as well. Why would you bother? You know. And again, why would any other Arsenal footballer bother, or any personality? You know, that's how much of an effect it would have had on my channel. Yeah. Okay. But at the end of the day, my channel ain't about bringing footballers on. It's not being about personalities on. It's about you lot in the comments. It's about you lot in the comments and the people who watch it. My channel has always been for the fans. It's always been for you lot, for interaction. I'm the only channel from day one ever, right, to invite people on. I have not got a clue who they are, what their opinions are, how they're presented, how they want to be. But I give my platform out to everybody. The only genuine person on YouTube. Thank you very much. All right, that's 1 point. And that's how all these lot came on my channel to start with. Anyway, so Nigel, when the day came with Nigel Winterburn, all this was going on behind my back. Nigel Winterburn was getting tweets to say not to come on. Johnny was involved in this, in the fact that he knew these tweets were happening because he was in regular communication with these trolls. So he phoned me up and gave me the heads up on that day. All right. He said to me, Nigel Winterburn has been getting a load of abuse, and they've been saying this and this about you on the day of the show. Right. It was like a slap in the face. I was knocked for six. I didn't know how to react. So when Nigel Winterburn did contact me, he said to me, Sonny, he goes, I was supposed to come on for an hour. He goes, I weren't going to come on. Arsenal don't want me to come on, right? But I'm only going to, but I'm my own man,
and I'm only going to come off half an hour, and I'm going to talk about what you want me to talk about is hybrid memories, nothing else. I go to Nigel. You know what, Nigel? I respect what you're saying. I respect the fact that you're still coming on. Any amount of your time is a bonus to me. And we was only going to speak about hybrid memories anyway. That's what the show was, hybrid memories. So don't forget, I was getting a lot of spam in the comments saying, "Why don't you ask Nigel Winterburn this? Why don't you ask Nigel Winterburn that?" And I didn't. I respected the guys. I respected what he wanted to say and everything. Okay. In my opinion, because Nigel came on in that manner with that mindset, it wasn't the podcast that I wanted it to be. There wasn't no banter. You know, we spoke about Arsenal, we spoke about things like that, but you know what I want to ask him and what Arsenal meant to me is that and the other. I didn't get that opportunity to for me, it wasn't that opportunity. The opportunity passed for me, so it was very much of an anticlimax. And going back on Nigel Winterburn's Twitter afterwards to see what his trolls wrote and how he responded, his response to a lot of things was, you know, we need to educate these people. You know, message to Nigel Winterburn. You don't need to educate me, Nigel. I knew a lot more about Arsenal than you did before you started there. So I don't need educating on Arsenal for one. Okay. Secondly, I do respect the way you've answered that is probably is for balance, and I respect that as well. It might not have been a personal thing to me about me, and I respect that as well. And I also respect the fact that your time that you came on, and you're always welcome to come on as well. So that's how Nigel Winterburn answered that you know he wanted to educate fans like me. Fans like me have been going to Arsenal for donkey's years. Okay, we pay our money, we insult our opinion. It's the way it is. You know, it might not be that for Nigel because he's got an interest in the club. He plays for Arsenal. You know, he can't speak freely unless Sky Sports paid his footballers. Not speak about Nigel in general. I talk about all footballers. Unless Sky Sports paid them or BT Sports paid them or the Sun paid them, that their opinions are a bit more open, a bit, and they say a bit more as it is. But you know, that's down to them. It's nothing to do with me. Okay. So that was that. Right. So basically, we had the podcast. Johnny kept going on about this in the group chat. I was devastated by this fact. And go on to that podcast with Nigel Winterburn and see my reaction at the end of it. I was in shock. See my reaction at the end of that podcast. I was in shock. Yeah, of how this has gone. Right, because and also the way it finished, because he just said, "Oh, I've got to go now, bye," and put the phone down like was a piece of rubbish. That's how I felt. From Patsy crying the fact that the guy was going to come on to feeling like a piece of rubbish the week later. But I might be misinterpreting things. It may have been, you know, Nigel may not have felt like that, but he hasn't messaged me since. And I haven't messaged him. He hasn't messaged me since anyway. Yeah, who am I? Who am I? I'm just a football fan, aren't I? We're not worth jack shit, are we? So basically, if someone asked me what my opinions of Nigel Winterburn are now, from what I've seen, then they're not what it was beforehand. But you know, that's me. That's just me being honest. You know, maybe it might be wrong, but it's just me being honest. I want to build a relationship. We haven't got that, unfortunately. You know. Well, anyway, Johnny kept going on about this in the group chat, on and 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 on. Kept going on about it. Kept going on about it to the point, right, you lot, I had to disband the group chat. I cancelled it. It drove me up the fucking wall. It drove me nuts. Bear this in mind. I'm devastated at the fact that this has happened, right? On and on again in the group chat. On and on and on. I said, stop now. Not just Johnny, a lot of them. Stop now, please. One says one thing, the other has to respond to him. Then the other one responds to the other. This is going on all night. It's going on for days. Yeah, it's going on for days, right? So in the end, do you know what I've done? I cancelled the group chat altogether. Disbanded it, cut it off, right? Once I cut it off, I didn't invite Johnny back in. I didn't invite him back in, right? I spoke to him on the phone. He wanted to have a meet. I said, meet for what? The next meet about. I'm going to drive away to where you are to meet for. But, you know, I ain't got time for that shit. I don't get paid for this crap.
right? And it's, at the end of the day, it's not real. It's not really real life. Who cares, right? So anyway, in the meantime, Claude's got the ump. Claude's got the ump in the meantime. Right. Before I come back to Johnny, Claude's got the ump in the meantime. Yeah. This is a person. Claude is a person that I'm not throwing it back in your face, Claude. But obviously you don't realise it, so I'll remind you, and I'll come back to your points from yesterday as well. Yeah. This is a person who was down on his luck and is depressed for whatever reason. Nothing to do with me. All right. But we've all got our issues. Every one of us got our issues, right? Some more than many. Some more than others, right? If he still wants to remain to be on social media and he thinks he can handle it, because there's points where you can't actually handle it. It's a horrible place to be sometimes. Social media, yeah. That's down to him. If you can't handle it, get off of it. If you can't handle what is going on with AFTV, don't be on it. It's not compulsory. I couldn't handle it. I got off it. Right? I didn't like the abuse, even though I turned out to be proved right. I didn't like the abuse. I didn't like the lack of no recognition after the abuse. Right? So that, Robbie didn't want me on there. Robbie didn't want to give me a further opportunity. It's his business. He can do what he wants. I got no malice towards them at all. None. You can't. You know what? If you go for a job interview and they don't want you, you can't force yourself to sit on the chair where you think you should be sitting. If they don't want you, they don't want you. It's simple as that. You know. I got no malice towards them at all. None. But Claude had a problem with me because basically I threw Johnny out, right? But then we got down to the real reason, yeah. The real reason he had a problem with me was the Arsenal realist, yeah. So basically, if someone's got a problem with you, right? Why do you wait to vent that problem? Because I threw one of your mates out of the group chat. I didn't. Throwing is the wrong word. That's disrespectful word. I didn't throw him out of the group chat. I didn't want him to be a partner channel because of he wouldn't stop with his trolls. That was the reason, yeah. And to be honest with you, in Johnny's eyes, he was defending me with the trolls as well. But I didn't want to defend. I didn't want to hear nothing about it. I didn't want to hear nothing. You give a troll time. You give a troll 1 inch. That's what they feed off. You know, they're what's that? They're like rats. They're like rats. Yeah. You give him a rat a little bit of cheese. He wants to eat the whole kitchen. So basically, Claude said to me, "You've disrespected my mate by chucking him off." Was his words, or words to that effect. I'm sticking up for my mate, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm in the wrong, because when the Arsenal realist was making videos on him, and he was retaliating to the Arsenal realist, I was supposed to choose which side of the fence I was supposed to sit on. Why should I do that? Why should I do that? You could say because Claude's supposed to be a friend of mine. Well, Claude showed his friendship. Claude showed his friendship for what it is. You know. I sent after the last what's the name video the Arsenal realist done, and he done a video on he done something about Simon, put a funny face on the thumbnail, whatever he done. I said to the Arsenal realist, you know, I said, bruv, listen, it's getting a bit too much. As far as I'm concerned, if you do anything else about people on my podcast, you know, I don't want you shouldn't come on mine no more. And I said that, and I was stick with it. Arsenal realist doesn't know me sod all. He don't know me nothing. Arsenal realist could turn around and say what he wants about me. You know, I can't stop him. Arsenal realist could turn around and say what he wants about anybody else. I can't stop him. Arsenal realist is nothing to me. Claude is nothing to me. Terry is nothing to me. I don't control them. They've all control their own minds and their own thoughts. Yeah. Arsenal realist started his own platform. I didn't know Arsenal realist then. I didn't know Claude and Arsenal realist was having this bullshit going backwards and forwards between them a long time before I even spoke to Arsenal realist. I'll give you the truth. I'll give you the 100% truth. Yeah. I spoke to Arsenal realist because I was not getting no support of anybody else. People I thought were my friends on AFTV to promote my channel, not even for a retweet. So I spoke to Arsenal realist because he was the most relevant thing at the time. He was the most relevant thing at the time, and the guy was growing quick. Yeah. So I didn't speak to Arsenal. That's the only reason I spoke to him. To jump on his coattails. I'll be honest with you, right? Because I didn't know the bloke. I didn't know anything about him, right? But the difference is, what I do, I treat people with respect, yeah? So basically, after Willis and Claude is having this argument, what's going on, right? Claude replies to him with abuse, right? Arthur Willis has dug out Claude, right? I'm not going back to their first videos. If you don't want to do that, you could do that, or Claude could do that. I don't have to do it. I don't have to prove sod all to no one, right? Arthur Willis was digging out Claude on through his interviews on FCV. Claude was giving it back, and then what's the name? Then I decided to think, you know what? There's an opportunity here for me for me to I'm gonna come to that as well, saying there's an opportunity here for me here to build up my following, right? So I said to Arsenal Willis, right? He's digging out FTV, he's digging out Lee Gunner, he's digging out Claude, he's digging out DT, he's digging out Robbie, he's digging out Troops. So I said to Arsenal Willis, you know, Arsenal Willis, I said to him, bro, don't forget this was going on for months, right? I said, bro, do you want to come on my channel? I want to question you. You know, why do you hate AFTV so much? You know, I want to question you. I want to see what's behind all this. Yeah. Arsenal Willis came onto my channel. I think it was September the 8th. It might have been September the 18th. I think 2009. I think maybe 2019. I think. I'm not sure. You lot go back check the dates. Yeah. I never had any interaction with Arsenal Willis before this. I didn't know him. I still don't know him. I don't know who's behind the mask. Yeah. You know, but you know what? That's his mystery, and that's what makes him what he is, and that's what makes his channel popular. And a lot of his channel is quite funny. If you don't take it seriously, you can't take this bullshit seriously, right? Trouble is, Claude lets it go to him too seriously, right? So anyway, Arsenal Willis came on my channel. Arsenal Willis came on my channel, right? And Arsenal Willis thought I was going to attack him. I didn't attack him. I spoke to him as a human being. I asked him the questions I needed to ask directly. I weren't rude. I weren't overly polite. I was normal. I was normal as I'd be to any normal person in the street, right? I gave the guy time, right? Because he was giving me his time. He was coming on my channel, giving me time. He was building up my channel as well. Some of the best views I've had on my channel is when the Arsenal Willis has been on there, right? Because the guy's got a following. You know, he's got a following. And so basically, since I came on his channel, and since he came on my channel, and basically didn't abuse a geezer, he hasn't abused me. I even encouraged him to do a video on me, right? Arsenal Willis didn't even really know who I was, right? He didn't even know who I was because I wasn't on AFTV every week. Arsenal Willis didn't even know who I was. I said, you know what, Arsenal Willis, well, you come on my channel, you don't have to agree with everything I say. By all means, you know, make a video on me as well. Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind. And he did do that. He made a video on me. Yeah, go and check it out. Go and check it out. Basically, Arsenal Willis done a video on me, and I've done a reaction video back on him. Yeah, Arsenal Willis does a video on me. I do a reaction video back on him. I put it on my channel. You know, my views and my subscribers are building up nicely. But, yeah, thank you, Arsenal Willis. Thank you. You've done me a good favour. You know, a lot of my subscribers start to go and watch him because they didn't take YouTube too seriously either, right? Because it's not that serious. You know, at the end of the day. You know, when you don't get personal, you treat people right. You know, Claude's coming out trying to be Snow White. You know, he's trying to be Snow White. Claude's a victim. Like Claude's always the victim. Always the victim, Claude. Every time. Right? So, what I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. If I can find it. I'm just going on to Arsenal Willis's I'm just going on to Arsenal Willis's what's the name, Twitter page. To see if I can find something. Right. I just want to show you. I just want to.
get this up. I've just got to turn the right. So this is something that the Arsenal really has got on his Twitter, and this is a reaction. This is the type of reaction Claude gives people. Okay, and tell me this guy is a victim. Tell me this guy's a victim. In a nutshell, for you.
Right? Can you tell him? You know him? You know him? He's not here now. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Why are you doing anything else? You don't think right now. Why? You're a coward. You can't even show your fucking face. Why showing my face here?
Right. Okay. Look, people deal with mental health and their problems differently. Yeah. Claude's a person, and I am to some extent as well. Right. Claude's a person, and I am to some extent as well. Right. That we're very easy to get under your skin. Right. And if someone's having a dig at you, you boil. You boil, right? You boil, and that's the sort of response you end up giving, right? I'm not digging at Claude for that response, right? Because obviously Claude's very hurt by it, right? He's hurt by it. But having said that, right? Your nasty side does not have to come out. Try and keep a lid on it because that's what people want. Some people want you to react that way because that's the way of getting under your skin. As soon as you're under someone's skin, you've got them. Why do you think this lot done that video last night? It was to get under my skin. That's why they've done it. It's to get under my skin for me to throw all my toys out the pram, for me to make myself look like a fool, and for them to have one up on me. You know, that's why they've done it. Yeah, let's get it right. But unfortunately, it hasn't worked for them. It hasn't worked, right? So that's how Claude reacts on certain situations. His Twitter is like that, page after page after page after page after page. It's all right for him to abuse people, right? And be a victim. It's all right for him to abuse people and be nasty and be a victim. But it's not all right for nobody else to abuse him. Shall I tell you something? Everybody, it's not all right to abuse anybody in the first place. Not him, not them, right? Claude's abusing me now, right? Claude is abusing me. He's saying everything Arsenal Realist is doing to him, in his opinion, is down to me. How? I did not know the guy from Adam. You know that yourself, right? You know it yourself, right? It's got to such a stage where this is embedded, right? That I'm supposed to have something to do with Arsenal Realist, right? All because people from AFTV weren't speaking to him, who I do not belong to, by the way, right? Who I do not belong to, right? I haven't what's the name? I haven't cast him to the side because he's done nothing to me. So basically, because I haven't pushed Arsenal Realist to one side, because he's done nothing to me, I'm him. We're supposed to be as one. Why? Explain to me why. So everything Arsenal Realist does, am I responsible for? No, I'm not. I'm not responsible for Arsenal Realist's content. Go back and talk to him. Right? And let me tell you something else as well, right? This is how two-faced these people are, yeah? I was speaking to one of them. You know what he said to me? I'll expose you to the Arsenal Realist, he said to me, because you called Arsenal Realist a prick, right? He said to me. So if I call Arsenal Realist a prick, right, and I probably have, right? If I call Arsenal Realist a prick, and I could also call Nigel Winterburn a prick, whatever, right, for how I felt at the time, then what are you actually exposing? You can't have it both ways. You can't turn around and say, me and Arsenal Realist are one, and next minute I'm calling the guy a prick. Make your mind up. Which one is it? Which one is it? Go. Feel free to expose me. You know what they said to me? They said to me, these people, they had screenshots of our group chat. What's that telling you as them as individuals? They've come onto my channel with bad mind.
That's why I got screenshots of my group chats. You know, what is that telling you? So if someone is taking a screenshot of your group chat, what is that telling you? It means they're about to fuck you, doesn't it? They're about to fuck you, right? So for the people who are dumb, right, and who try and keep a relationship, obviously, if the realist is doing something to them, I'll say, well, yeah, the realist is an idiot, he shouldn't do that, he's a prick, he shouldn't do that. And obviously to the realist, I say, well, you know what, they shouldn't react like that, they shouldn't react like that. And in the meantime, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. It's called sitting on the fence and letting people get on with it, right? Don't draw me into your shit, right? So that's what Claude's issue is. So when Claude turns around and says the Arsenal realist says something about Claude's daughter, do I agree with it? Of course I don't bloody agree with it. But if Claude never turned around and told everyone about his daughter in the first place, who would know about it? Let's try and find something else. Okay, so here we go. Twitter. This is Claude's message to me. You know, this is open for everyone to go and see on my Twitter page. Claude has said, Arsenal really has done the sweet to Claude. All right, let me try and find a better one. Okay. Here we go. You might not be able to read this. Right, here we go. Yeah. Anyone, Arsenal really is saying to Claude, anyone who can't see Claude and a few others are literally the kind of humans ruining the world. Man's own kids don't want to know him. What does that tell you? Laughing emojis. What is he? What is he? Is and a half of AFTV. Look at AFTV like a job centre. Okay, that's what Arsenal Media has put. Yeah. What Claude says to me is this. Claude says this to me. This is what this platform has come to. My family situation openly and out in the open. Hope you're proud, Sonny. Your time will come as for this guy. If you have any support from me, someone please report this guy. Okay. So basically, Arsenal really is sending Claude that, and Claude is sending me this. What the fuck has that got to do with me? Okay, this was my response to him. Yeah. Yeah. I said, really, Claude. Yeah. There we go. There's a tweet. I said, really, Claude. Let me read Claude things again. Okay. Right. This is what this platform has come to. My family situation openly and out in the open. Hope you are proud, Sonny. Your time will come. Okay. That's what he said to me, right? And I said, really, Claude, I'm sure you'll see you and the realist had issues a long time before he came on my channel to have it out. To have it out. Let me read it again. Really, Claude, I'm sure you'll see you and the realist had issues a long time before he came on my channel. Right. Long time ago. Right. He came on my channel, right? About his beef with AFTV. He done a video on me. I didn't do an Insta live threatening to kill him like you did I? Right? Take responsibility for your actions. Right? That's what I said to him. Right? So please tell me, where do I come into the picture? Where do I come into the picture? And how is my channel responsible for anything? I'm working hard to try and build up my platform, inviting people onto my platform, and all I'm doing is getting abused for it, right? Who's the fucking victim? I'm the victim, not you lot, right? Who's the victim? If Claude decides to go into a main arena, right, and think that these people are his friends, naively, and he shares some information regarding his family situation, they're now using that against him. It's not me. I've never used that against you ever, and I've befriended you, right? I've befriended you. They shouldn't speak about his family, but people shouldn't attack his family. I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you. If really wants to show his face, that's up to really. It's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with me at all. It's nothing to do with me. The realist has nothing to do with me. Claude's got nothing to do with me. Terry's got nothing to do with me. People on my channel got nothing to do with me. All I've got to do with me is me, right? So that's what Claude's got the ump with me over about, right? And I was even speaking to Curtis today, Curtis Shaw on Arsenal Fan TV. Good friend of mine, very good friend of mine. Okay, lovely bloke, brilliant bloke. You know what? And I hope that guy gets everything he deserves out of life because he's a lovely bloke, right? Ain't got a bad word to say against him. But even him, I called him out last night because basically he put Claude done his little tirade about what was going on. Claude was really down because obviously he's got things going on in his life, which we can't see. We can't see what's going on in his life, and people can't see what's going on in our lives unless we tell them. Trouble is, you tell the wrong person, they kill you for it. You know, they slaughter you, right? You got to be very careful who you tell. You tell anything to. I thought I had friends, and I was sharing things with people, and all I've been is fucked over. Right? Anyway, but never mind me. I don't want to come out like a victim, right? So anyway, so Claude's going through a hard time, and all this is going on, right? Why did me and Claude fall out? I'll tell you, because Claude is the only one out of all of them. I genuinely had love for, honestly, and that's what hurts, right? That's what hurts, because I've known the guy for a while, right? And I did start his channel for him, right? Or my son did, and we were mixing. He did come in my house a few times. I have helped him out, and I don't begrudge him that help, because I'm sure he would have done the same thing if the roles were reversed. But it's tossed him aside, right? But you know what? That's up to him, right? But Claude, seriously, bro, if you're tossing me aside for what the realist has done, it's got nothing to do with me. Get it through your head, right? Don't throw me under the bus because you've got an agenda with someone else, right? Seriously, nothing to do with me at all. I had a problem with DT. Did Claude stop speaking to DT? No. Did Robbie stop speaking to DT? No. You know. So don't expect me to do it. You know, don't expect me to do it. You know, Curtis said, you know what, people see you different now, Sonny, because they think you're close with Arsenal realist. Close or not, we're not, right? I've got no problem with the guy. Close or not, we're not. You know, I've got no problem with him. You know, but I put up his video. He put out when he was going through what happened with him as a kid, and I suspected to say it like that guy's growing up having a hard time. So basically, I thought I'd treat him different than anyone else. I just thought I'd try to show him some respect. You know what? And he's done exactly the same to me. Claude's put this: lies, and more lies. You know what, Claude? Believe what you want, mate. I'll see what to do, Claude. And the rest of you on your program. Like I said, you're very welcome to sit down. You can either sit down. We can either sit down on the table, around the table, film it for YouTube, or we could just do it privately. It's up to you. But it's up to you. So let's go. And you know, Claude, if you want to say what I've lied about, put it in the comments, and I'll say what you want to lie about, right? It's not a problem, and that's what Claude had a problem with Johnny about. Yeah, I can't see what I've lied over. I've proved it. What is it I've lied? What is it I've lied over? I never. All this was going on. Go do your own research. All this was going on. I've never had one Twitter interaction with a realist. I've never had one video with a realist. I've never had nothing with a realist. The realist did not even know who the fuck I was. Right? Go back and watch the video. He did not even know me. He's even said he didn't even know me. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's go back to don't throw me under the bus for what somebody else is doing to you, all right? It ain't me. What you're doing is disgusting, Claude. All right? What you're doing is disgusting. You know my situation as well, Claude, right? You know the position I'm in, and don't start bullying me, Claude. Don't bully me. Yeah, that's the truth. Anyone being bullied, it's me with what's going on here.
Because I stuck up for Johnny. So I'm a fake. So he removed me from the group, which is fair enough. That's his option.
Yeah, it was my option, and at least I tell people to their face. Yeah, at least I do things to their face. I don't fuck off from my channel without saying a word. without saying a word, and then try and poach the people on my channel. Yeah.
He didn't want me part of the show, and I accepted that. The next minute, I'm hearing he's saying he's saying all sorts of things that I've done this and I've done that, which is not true.
Right.
At the end of the day,
But please tell me what I've said that you've done, Claude. What have I said that he's done? All I've said he's done is as far as I'm concerned, these people on that channel went behind my back and left, right, without a word. Without a word. Terry mentioned something. Terry sent me a WhatsApp at the airport. All right. He sent me a WhatsApp at the airport saying to me, which I've got a copy of, saying to me, you know, thanks for inviting me on the channel. I appreciate everything you've done, but you called me out a couple of times and I want to go and do something else. All right. I thought, fine, not a problem. But then he went to the other line. Yeah. A few of us feel the same. So they're coming with me. And the only response that I said was, who else is going? That was it. Didn't get an answer back. And then I looked at the group chat. 4 or 5 other people left. Right? Okay. Let me just come to Kenny Ken before I come up. Go on. Kenny's another one, right? I've got a lot of respect for, and I thought, you know, treat him as a friend. I value Kenny's Arsenal opinion. I value him as a person, and basically, I want to give Kenny an opportunity on my platform to help me build up my platform by putting his content out, because I thought, you know, friends, and he would have brought something to the platform, which he does, in my opinion, right? All of a sudden, I asked Kenny to do some videos, match reactions and stuff. All the videos stopped. They stopped. No word, no nothing. They would have stopped. You know, no messages from him, nothing. I thought he must be busy. You know, didn't hear a word from him. And then I've sent him a message saying, you know, I've got the feeling that that you're not talking to me. Again, I didn't get no response. So that made my mind up. Kenny Ken on one of my shows stuck up for Claude. You know, he felt it was in his right to do it. You know, and basically he called out Arsenal Villas on my platform. So and then Arsenal Villas turned around and done a video on him. Right. So again, what has that got to do with me? Did Arsenal Villas go and do a video on Kenny Ken beforehand? No. Arsenal Villas done a video on Kenny Ken after Kenny Ken called him out. Right? Rightly or wrongly. Right or wrongly. I'm not a judge whether it's right or wrong. I'm not a judge. Nothing to do with me. I don't care. Right? So basically that's between Arsenal Villas and that's between Kenny Ken and Claude. Nothing to do with me. Right? Again, it's nothing to do with me. Get it through your heads. It's nothing to do with me. All right? So basically, Johnny, Claude were in the same clique, and Kenny, they'll go and drink the same place. So Kenny stuck up for his mates, and they probably thought they didn't want to be on the platform. No problem, bro. No problem. If you ever needed help, call me. I'll still help you. You know, no problem. But if you chose not to pick up the phone and speak to me, it's fine. It's not a problem. But you know, it's not something I would have done.
he didn't want me part of his group anymore, and that's it. And that's why. And
I Claude saying to him, I didn't want him part of the group no more. So if Claude's got the ump with Johnny, if Claude's got the ump how I treated Johnny, and he's got this, he had this thing from months ago, that me and the Arsenal really are somehow affiliated. Ask yourselves one question: if this guy didn't have any bad intentions, what the fuck is he doing on my channel? What is he doing on my channel? If this guy has got that much hatred towards me, why is he on my channel? Why not just stay away from me? Why go on 4 or 5 different podcasts, right, with the realist again afterwards, and they was getting on like a married couple, and then both of them will start abusing each other. How am I responsible for that? How am I responsible for that? when Claude done the video on the realist, when obviously the realist turned around and said, I'm going to be as impartial as possible. When realist turned around and said about a lump on Claude's head, right? And obviously that might have been saying it's very serious, right? So I'm going to be as impartial as possible. I'm not defending the realist, and I'm not defending Claude, right? And Claude upset him, and he done that in a response. He done that in a response to what the realist said. So Claude, can I be any more fair than this, Claude? Tell me, can I be any more fair than this? You done what you done in response to what the realist said. Can I be any more fair than that, Claude? To answer me that, right? I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I said you done it in response to what he done. Yeah, right. Again, it's not my fault, right? So that's between them. But if Claude had this bitterness towards me, why I'm still putting the realist on my platform, and most of the time the realist was on my platform, he was on there with Claude. That's the ironic thing about it. Most of the time, apart from one time, that guy was on my platform. He was on there with Claude. Apart from, I think, one watch along. Right? So apart from the video that me and realist done together at the start, all the other videos, Claude was on there with him. So if Claude's got this bad mind, if Claude is on my channel, why has he got bad mind towards me? If he's on there with him. Okay, no problem. Claude saying, getting your mates to attack me on Twitter. Claude, why is it me again? Why is it me? Why is it me? Why do you think so low of me to think that's me? Seriously, come on. Why? Why? Tell me that. If someone has sent tweets to Claude, which wasn't attacks, they wasn't attacks. They turned around and asked him. What is it that I've done? What is it I've done? Simon, go and look it up. Simon is on about Psycho Mank. I'll find you the tweet. I'll find you it. That Claude thinks it's an attack. If I can find it. This I'm just going on my Twitter page. No, you know what? I'll go and maybe I should go on Psycho Mank's Twitter page. 1 minute. Yeah, I'll go on Simon's Twitter. It's probably easier. Yeah, this is how it started. This is how it started, yeah? Claude put out this. If you want to spread shit about me, unblock me and let me have it out instead of getting your friends to do your dirty work. I've left you alone and you keep carrying on. So obviously there was some messages before. I don't know, right? And Simon Mank said, is there a level this washout Claude AFTV1 won't stoop to? I'm sure that this coward blocked you, unfiltered Sonny 1. So I thought you deserve the right to reply. Any thoughts? Not sure how you're getting over I'm not sure how you're getting over what makes him such a nasty piece of work. He's having the same issues with Jack the Plug. What's he said to Jack? He said, they're saying they've got beef between themselves. This is the crap they're going on with. This is the sort of crap that what is being said. Abuse and name calling is all he's got. So basically, all Claude is replying to is with abuse. No one has abused him at all. He's calling me names and he's playing victim card because I told him stone cold truth about him. There's a reason why he sent me 7 or 8 pointless replies and blocked me. He can't tell people that I'm lying because he knows I've told straight facts. So basically, go on Psycho Mank's Twitter. check it for yourselves. If there's any abuse directed towards Claude or anybody else, there's none. There's none. Not once from me, not once from me, not once from anybody on my podcast. There's not been one thing mentioned at all about Claude, apart from the fact that all I've done is try to help him. And the reason I felt hurt is because he's came into my channel, right? I opened my doors to him with affection and love. He's come onto my channel with bad mind, yeah? Bad mind because he's got an agenda against me because he thinks I'm associated to the Arsenal village, yeah? So he's come on with bad intentions. For one reason alone. That is to fuck up my channel, right? Okay? So let's carry on with what they've got to say.
I've gone away. I kept quiet. Well, next day he puts a message about how much he helped me when I was homeless and on my feet, which is not true actually. By the way, what he done, he threw £20 at me in the back of the coach and said, "Here, Claude." And I didn't even want the money, but he kept insisting. In fact, he just threw it at me, and I said, I don't want it. I said, fair enough. If he's worried about that money,
okay. Before we come to that, right? So basically, I'm such a bad person. When somebody says to you they haven't got money to eat, right? Right? You've gone on a away trip. You've gone on a away trip somewhere far, 4 or 5 hours on the coach. If someone says to you they haven't got money to eat, right, and you offer them money and they don't take it, because Claude's a proud man, apparently, right? And he says, I threw him money. If I did throw you that money, Claude, I don't remember if I threw the money at you, right? Did I throw it with you with bad intentions, or did I throw it at you because I want you to eat, mate? What do you think? What do you think it is? Yeah. And the reason they was all quiet for 4 or 5 weeks, they're doing their thing, right? Not a problem. They're doing their thing. They're entitled to do their thing. I've got no hold over them. I've got no hold over anybody on my channel. I can't tell anybody on my channel whose channel they could go on. It's up to me if I don't have them back on mine afterwards, right? But I can't tell them, any of them, whose channel they could go on, right? For one. But Claude was out of the picture. Claude left, Johnny left, Terry left, the whole lot of them left, yeah? They've left, they've got to do their own thing, yeah? The way I see it, I've helped Claude out so much in the past, right? He might not see it, but this channel that they've gone on is the one that I built for him to start with, yeah? Right? Okay. And basically what he's done, because he's got bad intentions towards me, right? He's went and invited every one of them on, right? His platform, right? So they could show their channel. These are the people who backstabbed me, right? By not even sending me a message. Thank you, Sonny, for inviting us on in the first place. And you know, but we're gonna do our own thing. Or you know what, Sonny, we don't like you. We don't like how you speak to us. We don't like how you treat us. We're off. Not even that. Nothing. Not from Diesel. Not from Lev. Not from Springer. Not from Kenny. Not from none of them. Not from none of them. Right? Apart from Johnny. Right? Apart from Johnny. But no, Johnny, because me and Johnny had communication. Because after Johnny was out of the after I disbanded the group chat, and basically there weren't a group chat. I put it back together again and left Johnny off, and also got Claude off, right? Because he told me how he felt about with the Johnny situation. Kept Kenny on because I didn't hear from Kenny. I didn't know what Kenny's intentions were. I then sent. Then all this was still going on around about Nigel Winterburn time. I said I want it to stop. I don't want it mentioned again. What did he do? Lo and behold, but then I done that troll video on the trolls who messed up my Winterburn experience. And basically, one of the guys on Facebook spoke to Johnny and said, "You know what? I'm seriously concerned about this bloke," which means me. You know, obviously he's not right, apparently according to him. And you know what? But he was actually right. I'm going through a hard time. Okay, so he was actually right. And I don't need all this trolling, and I don't need this because I have got other things going on in my life, right? And he goes, you know what? So I should check him out, see if he's all right. So all this is going on at a point when I'm going through a hard time myself, yeah? All of them knew this. Every one of them knew this. Every one of them knew this, right? Lev tries to make out he's Mr. Mental Health, he's Mr. Mental Health, Mr. Perfect, right? The guy was messaging me about what happened in his experience in his life, because it coincided with what happened in experience in my life. And he befriended me that way. And as he knows, I invite everyone onto a platform. He said himself last night, his own words, that he wanted to do his own thing. So basically, you're coming in the back door, mate, because of what happened in my situation, in your situation, just to do your own thing on YouTube. Is that what you do? These people ain't snakes, no. These people are not snakes. He's using what happened in my life and what happened in his life to get on YouTube. Really? Really? But we'll come to that. We'll come to that as well. Right, these are what these people like. So let's carry on.
I gave 2 hours of my time. I gave 2 hours of my time to go and do this podcast in the studio, which is time, it's my time, and I charge very high rates for that. So if he wants to talk about owing money, he owes me 150 quid. Okay,
nice one, Claude. Apparently, I owe Claude 150 quid because he gave 2 hours of his time. So Claude's got an hourly rate of £75 an hour, apparently. All right. Okay, that's Claude's hourly rate. Based on your logic, Claude, how much was my time when we set up your channel and I was going backwards and forwards, picking you up and dropping you off? How much is my time worth? The difference is my time ain't worth nothing. You know why? I don't charge my friends for my time. Difference between me and you.
Cool. I'll stop you there quickly. Shaheen has very kindly again given £100 here, so I need to put this super chat.
Right, Shaheen. Shaheen's a guy who basically offered his office to use as a studio. Really kind gesture from him, right? This guy even gave me money to put towards my channel. Lovely gesture, which I've offered him many times to give it back to him as well. And basically, Shaheen saw this was going on, and he thought he didn't want to be a part of it with my channel, right? With the people who was causing the issue, he saw it. With the people who was causing the issue, he saw there was a lot of commotion, and he didn't want to be a part of it, right? This is a funny thing. So what does Shaheen do? He goes and does a channel with the people who are causing the issue. Don't. It's cool. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Wish you well.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Doug. Thank you very much. But what I'm trying to say, I didn't ask for any money. But if he wants to insist, then he's the one that owes me money. But I don't want any money off him, and that's simple. Also, don't put my family business up with your friend.
Don't put his family business up with. Don't put his family business up with his friend. Where have I done that? Where have I done that? Is this fair on me, really? Is this fair on me? Where have I done that? Can someone please tell me where I've done that? I haven't done it, have I? I haven't done it, have I? He has tweets and arguments with people, and always I'm in the middle. Why am I being blamed? If someone sends him a message, if Simon Banks sends him a message saying, what are you doing? Or this is not right what you're saying, how's that my fault? What is it everyone else does? Everyone else does. Why am I the one always in the fucking middle getting the blame? Why? Is it because you're jealous? Is it because you're hating? What is it? Or is it because you just don't like me? You never did. What is it? Seriously, what is it? And that goes for everyone on AFTV as well. Goes for everyone on AFTV as well. Because it's not got nothing to do with me. It's got have any of you people offered me an alternative? No. If you did, would I have treated the Arsenal with this any different? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't treat them any different. Because I treat people like people. I treat people as human beings. You know, if you can't take that, that's your issue. It's not my issue.
You put my family business up. You and your mate who hear this, tonight I've got on Twitter. I've gone on Twitter. Someone sent me a Twitter message about my daughter. Yes, this is very painful for me because we've fallen out for 3 years. I would love my daughter to be back with my daughter. I love my daughter to bits. Yeah.
Well, you
No, it upsets me. Like,
yeah, I know.
Put over Twitter, over social media. You're scum. You're scum. You are scum. But I'm not.
Right, so I'm scum. I'm scum for something I've not even done. But I'm scum. Explain that to me. How their video goes out to, you've got 23,000 subscribers, right, on YouTube, which get shared all the time. The videos get shared all the time. So can you explain to me how I'm scum for something I've not even done? You know, this is gun talk. This is psycho man. Since Claude had his chance to reply to me, he didn't. He called me named and blocked me, and then put together a pity party with his muggy chunk blaming Sonny for his actions. Absolute plant pot. Again, that's their issue. It's not my issue. It's their issue. How's that my issue? But how can you call me scum for something somebody else is doing? Please explain. Please explain.
I'm going to let it go now. I'm not going to say no more. But please do not contact me. This has got nothing to do with the boys. It's nothing. They can do their own thing. Do not ever contact me or come within 10 yards of me ever again. You're finished with it, and that's final.
Can I say something, guys? Right, yeah, go on.
I'm after you. Let's go on.
I'll be last.
Look at them, like a bunch of savages. Can I myself? I'll be next. How about I'm next? How about How about one of you? If you've got an issue with me, like you lot said, why don't you call me? Or find a way to reach me. You got this issue. Why do you have to take it public on YouTube? Is it because your channel is so dead? Is it because your channel is so dead you want the views? I don't care. Just don't use me to get them.
I wasn't coming on, was I? Firstly, we've all had our own journeys in life, right? We've all had a lot of shit happen to us over the years, right? Good and bad. I can vouch for it. I've had my shit going on. I chose to go into this to do something positive and to do something, as a single parent, to get me to meet guys again and talk about things I love doing, right? I went into something.
Really, Levin? Really, Liv? Is that why you chose to do this? Because of what you just said. You want to bring out a positive message. I thought you contacted me on Twitter because you wanted to get to know me. You wanted to offer me some support. I didn't realise you wanted to be on YouTube, mate. You know what? Why didn't you just say that to me in the first place? And I wouldn't invite you around my house. I would just put you on YouTube like every other guest. All you had to do is say that, bruv. The channel was open for everyone to come on and put content up. You didn't have to use my issues, my personal problems to befriend me to do it. And why has this geezer got an issue with me? I'll tell you why this geezer got an issue with me. Because when we was going to go to Shaheen's office to film something, which these boys come up with the idea, like the whole group come up with the idea, which was a good idea. Obviously, I didn't have a camera. Levin kindly got a camera, and off where we got it from. And the second he greeted me, he greeted me with profanity, which he thought was funny. Greeting and saying hello, wanker, is not funny in my opinion. Some people like that talk. We're not on that level. You don't know me that well. So when I addressed him for that fact, I said, if you're going to greet me by my name, right? And we can move forward. Cause I don't know you, right? And even if I did know you, I still wouldn't let you talk to me in that manner, right? He said to me, I got you the camera, so I'm on Wednesday with Nigel Winterburn. When you dictate something to me, that's what gets under my skin. That's what annoys me, right? So if you got a camera, don't tell me you're coming on with Nigel Winterburn. It's me who decides who comes on and who goes off, all right? So I turned around and said to him, bruv, you know what? Keep your camera, bruv. I'll go and get one, or we don't do it. We weren't doing it before, it didn't affect nothing. But don't come on and tell me on my own channel
when you're going on and when you're going off just because you bought a camera. If you're going to do things if you're going to do things to get things, then don't do them in the first place.
Something I thought it was something it wasn't. I found it to be a different environment. Personally, it didn't work for me. It's like doing a job, guys. You go and do a job, you find out that job's not for you, and you go and you leave and you do something different. No hard feelings, nothing. Podcast world is called social media for a reason. It's open to everybody. Nothing being done out there with regards to Arsenal podcasts or anything else is anything new. Everyone's doing Arsenal podcasts. We decided through this meet up as like-minded.
I've got no issue what they do. I've got no issue what they do. They do things apart from me. I've got no issue. They're even doing a channel. I've not got a problem with the fact that they're doing a channel or what their content is. My issue is how they've done it. That is my issue. It's not the fact that they're doing a show. It's not the fact they're doing what their content is. Not the fact they're doing a channel. It's not even who they're doing it with. It's how they've done it is my issue. Because they went and done it all behind my back. That's my issue.
The people, but we had a different idea we wanted to carry out. We love all sorts of sports. We want to talk about mental health matters, football, films, TV, everything. We thought we'd do something different. So we met together and we said, you know what, let's do it. And that's all it was. There's no animosity. Don't care about what anybody else is doing, to be honest with you. And Claude had nothing to do with it. What we did, however, decide when we were putting this together is sometimes Claude maybe goes to away games. He doesn't man the channel. He's got 20,000 subscribers that he doesn't reach out to because he goes to these things. This is what he does. AFTV is something he commits a lot to. On the flip side, if we were backstabbing snakes, we would have stayed somewhere rather than go and start something.
Right, it's a totally stupid statement. If they were backstabbers, they would have stayed somewhere. Well, they did stab me in the back because they used all my contacts. They used everything I know to set up a YouTube platform. They used the people I was doing it with. So they backstabbed me, and they all left without saying why they left or what their problem was as a man, or old school as they like to put it. Yeah, they just left without no word, and they expected me to run after them and chase them and ask them why they left. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? If you've left me, why would I chase you and ask you why you left? If you left, you left. All right? I'm not going to ask you why you left because we're just here. Like I said. But the reason I'm annoyed is how they left. Diesel. Yeah, it's how I left. It's how you left. That's what I was annoyed. Not the fact that you left, it's how you left. Yeah, that's my issue. All right. And you want to go down this old school route, as you keep saying, bro. But like I said to all of you, I'm quite happy to sit in a room with you and discuss it. You know, on or off camera. You know. Let's air it out. We're never going to be friends because I don't want to be friends with none of you. Again, we're never going to be friends. I think you're disgraceful the way you behave. And as for Lev saying they want to jump on Claude's platform because he goes to away games, the first day they filmed, it was a home game against Everton. You liar, yeah, snake.
From zero, this man has 3,000 plus subscribers. Why?
Why would you leave? Because they've gone from someone from 3,000 subscribers to someone with 23,000 subscribers. That's why you left. Yeah, that is why you left. Because you're riding Claude. Now you're riding him like a donkey, and he's too stupid to see it.
If we want to go and start something from zero, if we were that type of people, what we decided to do is do something we wanted to do that was our own project.
Because you can't start from zero. Because no one knows who you are. No one cares who you are. Your channel's dead. Good luck to you. I hope it builds, but I don't care.
At the same time, we thought we'd help Claude when he's not on the station, when he's not manning it, because when he's at games, there's no one there. And in return, he kindly said he would let us.
So Claude's running his chat for his channel for the last few years. There's no one jumped out to help him when he's not there, but all of a sudden these people want to jump out to help him when he's not there. What a great bunch of guys.
Like our own channel, who wouldn't take up that opportunity? So we took it. There's no difference to anybody else when they go to find a job. Where we draw the line is we're very big advocates of mental health and well-being. Where you really draw,
yeah, very big hate. They draw the line on mental health and well-being when I knew I was going through a hard time. To points where I've got messages saying to Terry, do you mind if you host the platform tonight? Because I really can't do it tonight. But there's such big hate. There's such big profile on mental health that they're throwing me under the bus. They're accusing me of doing things that I haven't done. Right, but their mental health is you know, give them a medal for being mental health people. So who's it for? Mental health only for people you like, is it?
probably the line when we stayed quiet all this time, is we've not spoken about anything in public. We've not spoken about what's happened. We've ignored everything. But we've got one gentleman who decided to help us out, and he's being singled out. And you know what? You've got to look at what's happened over these last few months. You've got to look at people taking their own lives due to the mental health issues and being bullied online. Look at Caroline Flack. We've had two fans this last week, a lad from Newcastle, a Newcastle fan, and another gentleman from Southampton, who have both taken their own life. You don't know what's going on with someone at home.
I just want to refer to this, right? Because obviously Arsenal Vlogs is another one, and what's the intention? I got bullied on YouTube last February 2019 and got my channel back July 2019 and stayed away from there. But Sonny and Claude's channel is dead. No offense, Claude, he's a beggar. What's views? Sonny, Claude's channel is dead. Whether it's dead or not, it's up to him, Arsenal Vlogs, right? It's up to him. You just keep building your channel. Let them keep building their channel. Let them keep building their channel. And we'll just keep building our channel. I'll keep building my channel. You know? But let them get on with it.
You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what your words and what effect your words can have on people. And what was made us step out today is to say, let's stop this.
What my words would have on people, right? Basically, these people didn't like the way I spoke to them. Okay? That's the real issue. They felt mugged off. Because I called Terry out for not pulling his weight. Is his issue. Because I told Terry that he didn't own half the channel because it's my channel. I set it up. It's my name. Just because you're on a podcast with me and you take it over when I'm not feeling well to do it doesn't mean half the channel is yours, does it? Would I have seen you right? Probably. If it ever got to a position where the channel would have been worth anything, I may have seen you right. I may have done. But you've jumped ship too early, mate. Too early because you showed who you are. When I questioned you once, and you showed who you are. You showed who you are, Till. Look at yourself, bruv. Look at yourself. And as for the others, Lev, I've already explained the reasons why he's got an issue because and Johnny, this is Johnny. When I did let him back on the channel, right? When I did let him back on the channel, after I didn't let Cool Black on, but I let Johnny back on, right? Because we had communication between us, right? And Johnny said to me, you know what? There's no leaders on this channel. We've all got an opinion. No, there is a leader. It's me. It's my channel, right? And that's when I thought. That's what I thought. You know what? You're a bad egg. You're a bad apple. You need to go. You need to go. I don't need this. I don't need this disruption on my channel, right? And also, Johnny carried on. 9 o'clock in the morning. He's sending me a message that he's still talking to the trolls. And I was talking to the trolls on Nigel Winterburn's thread, for God's sake. That was on Nigel Winterburn's thread, and I was saying to him, leave it, get off Nigel Winterburn's thread. And they're still doing it. That is why Johnny's not on the channel, because it was on Nigel Winterburn's thread, he wouldn't get off his thread, and even afterwards when I took him back, he still carried on. So it was that. I had to wash my hands of it. Okay? That's the truth.
Podcast world is not real. The social media is not reality. Let's be genuine, honest people and just say, you know what, we didn't see eye to eye, we decided to do our own thing, and let's think about what our words are doing to people. Stop using their private life and things that have happened to them in the public domain. And that's all I've got to say on this matter. I'm not going to say anything else on it.
Terry, did that thing about Nigel Winterburn that came up? Terry,
Nigel Winterburn.
something came up about Nigel Winterburn.
Oh yeah, basically he kicked you off.
Oh right, no, Nigel Winterburn basically we done the show when basically Nigel Winterburn had to come on and the guys that were on the show have been there longer than me, and that is the reason why I had to give way. But as I say, I'll always thank him for any talk about Nigel Winterburn. So if that answers that one, someone had to come off, and obviously being the new member of that show at the time, that was me.
Well done, mate. Thanks for that, Sean.
That answers that.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, listen, I just wanted to say on all this, right? This is the whole reason, and I'm not going to name names because that's just mugging, right? We all know what we're talking about here. Let's be honest, right? We, as Terry said, right, we left because obviously we wanted to start our own show and do our own content, right? Okay. All this thing about snakes and all this, and for everyone in the chat and everyone watching this, right, we're perceived as, because we haven't responded, we must be guilty, we must be this, we must be that. At the end of the day, you can't buy class, right? And that is what we are, right?
You can buy class, Diesel, actually. You can buy class, right? Yeah, you could buy a class car, you could buy a class house, you could buy a class, but you know what you can't buy is integrity, which is what none of these people have got. None of them got any integrity, right? Diesel, you're going about being old school and this, that, and the other, right? You left my channel, which is fine, not a problem. Did you ring me? Did you message me say you was leaving? No. Did you message me say you had an issue with me? No. Did you have an issue with me? Obviously you have. You didn't have to message me and say you're starting a new channel. What you do is up to you. That's not a problem. But when you're in a group chat and someone's been on your channel and they've invited you in from the public, and you'd thought they'd have had at least a bit of love for you. You know, Diesel's accused me before, thinking that I only called him up as a last minute substitute on shows. So that's his grievance. Yeah, I didn't give him enough airtime. When you've got 30 people in and you don't know what their timetable is, you just phone around and whoever's going to come on. That's what it was. It's nothing personal.
Yeah. And I just want to put one thing, because do I think a video is going to be done about as a podcast? Yes. Do I think we're going to get abused tonight or tomorrow on Twitter? Yeah, probably. Right. Was there that?
Do you think a video is going to be done? Yes. Yeah, a video is going to be done because obviously I had to. Do you think you're going to get abused? Yes. Well, obviously I haven't abused you, have I? I've never abused none of you. That's the whole point. I've called them snakes for leaving my channel with no explanation. Even if you turn around and called me every now and then under the sun why you left, at least I'd have had an explanation of why you left, of why you felt like that. But none of you did you? None of you did. So you just done it in a snide way. That's what we've done. You know? But it's fine because none of you don't mean nothing to me anyway. I'm doing this video because one person did mean something to me. That was Claude. Claude was the only one who meant anything to me. But now you don't.
Along with Claude mentioning his kids, I mean, that's just next level.
Right.
Yeah.
Along with Claude mentions kids, Diesel, please, bruv, please, of having one bit of sense of decency, bro. Please, I'm asking you from man to man, bruv, man to man, right? I'm asking you, man to man. Please, can you tell me where I've ever mentioned Claude's kids, please, right? Man to man, I'm asking you now.
Claude wasn't the only one who left your. We all left. You've all got our numbers, right? Not once have you rung us up to ask why did you leave, or to talk man to man.
Why should I? Why should I ask them up to ask them why they left? Seriously, would you? Would you ask someone up who's left you to say, "Oh, why have you left me?" No. If someone's left, they've left. You know, you don't ask them to say why they've left. You've made that choice to leave. You can leave. The reason I've got an issue with Claude because Claude is the only one I had any love for at all, right? But only mind from day one, I haven't done nothing to Claude other than helped him, right? Right? I haven't done nothing. The Arsenal Realist has done it to him. I haven't done nothing to him, right? I'm not nothing to do with Arsenal Realist. We're not brothers. I'm not his dad. We're nothing, right? We're not even friends, right? He's someone I don't even know his number. He's someone I don't know nothing. But we have a level of respect for each other that we don't abuse each other and we work together. That's all it is, all right? That's all it is. I haven't abused him. He hasn't abused me. Simple as that. You know, what am I going to kick him to the curb for? He ain't done nothing to me. All right? Let's get it straight.
People going. You're going like you're old school. Clearly you're not old school. Because what that shows me is whatever has gone on with you and Claude, right? You know, you put it on social media. I come from an era, the way I was taught.
Right, forget that company era crap, mate. Right, forget all that rubbish. Right. Listen, I haven't put nothing on Claude. My problem with Claude is one thing. One thing is my problem with Claude. Right. These people who have gone behind my back who don't mean nothing to me. Right. That's why I didn't call them. Right. And Claude did. Right. Because I've had him in my house. I started his channel. I've tried to help him. Right. Because he meant something to me. Right. As a friend. Right. And he's gone behind my back and gave them the platform in spite of me, right? In spite of me, to spite me, yeah? Let's get it right, he's saying to spite me. He came on my channel with bad intentions to spite me. Someone I thought was my friend was never my friend, you know? That's the difference, yeah?
That's the difference. Someone who I thought was my friend, who I invited in, was never my friend. And I hope this video shows that, right? Because he came on with bad intentions. Why? He thought everything the Arsenal really done was holding me responsible, which means he's not my friend then, doesn't it?
Right? You have an issue. You got a friend. You have an issue. You pick up the phone. Right? You don't air their dirty laundry on social media. So if you're asking me, us disloyal, us snakes, really? Think about it, guys. Guys, you guys in the chat, read between the lines.
No, you think about it, Diesel, and you read between your own lines, bro. You lot are nothing to me. You're nothing to me, which means I didn't need to ring you, right? Because you're nothing to me. You chose to leave, you've left. Fine, you're gone, right? You're gone. Bye, right? You've gone. You're nothing to me for me to ring you. You didn't think nothing of me to tell me you were going. So why should I think anything of you to ring you, right? But like I said, for Claude, I did think you were saying to me, which is why I've called him out. Curtis Shaw, I did think something of him. I did think he was something to me. Is the same reason I rang him. I sent him a message last night, and I spoke to him today to say, yeah, when you said a message of encouragement to Claude, they've taken it as if you was having a dig at me. Have you got a problem with me too? And Curtis said no, and I explained to him the situation. Same with Addy as well, right? Anyone who meant anything to me, I have asked. Anyone who means nothing to me, I haven't asked at all. I don't care what you do on your channel, right? Do it for you, don't do it in spite of me. Do it for your own reasons.
It's a bit of logic, right? We've been off that channel for a month. Now, according to certain people, we were the shit on the channel. And a certain person was glad that we're not on the channel because we've done them a favour. If that is the case, then why is it a month has gone by, 4 weeks, and we're still getting kicked out? I'll tell
you why, Diesel, the person who's found his voice all of a sudden. I'll tell you why I've talked about you a month after. Because you've shown your colours now. You've shown your colours now. And obviously I feel bitter. I don't miss you. I don't miss you. But obviously I feel bitter towards you because I've done nothing to you. I've done nothing to you. Especially you. I've done nothing to you at all. Terry might have a problem because he thought he was going to have half the channel. That's his problem. You know, Johnny might have a problem because I've kicked him out of the group chat. That's his problem. Claude might have a problem because I kicked Johnny out. That's Claude and Johnny's problem. But for you, Diesel, I've not done nothing to you. I haven't said nothing to you ever. So what is this hostility towards me?
Yeah, why? We're the shit. Think about it, guys. We've all got mobiles. They've all got our numbers. Have they rung us up once? No. But you go on Twitter and you want to dig at Claude, a top bloke who's been nothing but nice to us. Right? Claude is part of Boardroom Bands in our eyes. All these days,
I've never dug at Claude. All I've turned around and said to Claude, you're backing the snakes, right? And this is everything I've done for you, and you're still backing the snakes. That's all I said. Have I abused him? No, not at all. But what Claude's done to me by saying that everything the realist does to him, I'm responsible for, is disgusting.
Piss out. He's not the main benefactor of all of this. He's done us a favour. It's pure and simple. But because you perceive Claude as the easy target, you'll go for him. Come at us. We're left. But one thing I will say, which is my last little bit on this, right? But everyone out there, right, trying to come at us, come. Because I'll tell you something now. Right, like I said, you can't buy class. Cream always rises to the top. There's no reason.
You know what? You can't buy class. Cream always rises to the top. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. I hope you go. And generally, from my heart, I hope you go and have the best channel you can have. I've got no malice towards you. I've got no malice towards you at all. I don't know where all this is coming from.
I'm saying, you look after your own, you keep your side of the streets clean.
You look after your own, you keep your side of the streets clean. You look after your own, you keep your side of the street. But you fuck somebody else off by leaving their channel without a word, right? And not only did they do that, let me tell you one thing as well. They also, after they left, up until 3-4 days ago, right? They're trying to nick every member of my podcast, right? They're trying to nick every member of my podcast, yeah? Ask the kid, ask Melvin, right? Go and ask them. Go and ask them. Up until the other day, they were asking Melvin to join them. They've asked the kid behind my back, right? If they want to go do their own thing, why do they want to pick off people from my podcast to do it? Don't do your own thing. Why are you taking people from my podcast to do it? Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Why are you taking my people to do it? Ask yourselves that, you snakes. Because they've got bad intentions.
But We're all friends here. We socialise on this, we socialise off of this. Right? We all meet up and drink, we're all friends. Now, anyone who thinks they're going to come between us, you're wrong. Keep it short.
Anyone who thinks I'm going to come in between them lot have come in, them lot, right, have left my channel, right, and they're trying to take away my podcast members, right. So who's coming in between anywhere? Seriously, who's coming in between anywhere? Honestly.
And you're wrong. All right? We're all on school here. Carry on treating us. Do what you got to do. But you know what? That's the real truth. That's my view.
Good point. Well said, Johnny.
That's the real truth from a liar. Yeah, that's the real truth. Is that really the real truth, Diesel? Because yes, Diesel, I will go old school with you, yeah, bruv. I will go old school with you, yeah, bruv. Right, okay. Let's all sit down in a room and speak. Let's speak openly, bruv. Let's speak openly as men in a room. Let's speak openly. All right. We're not going down that stupid route of bringing it into fighting like Johnny was doing earlier. Okay. All right. Later on, as I'll show you, we're not going to go down that route. But I will sit here. Every one of you, I will come in there on my jacks, on my own, and I will have that same conversation with all of you. What you should have been man enough, all of you, to tell me that you had a problem with me from the start, and then leave it in the right way. You didn't have to leave as friends. We may never be friends, bro. But there's a level of behaviour, and you lot have slipped well below that. Because you've all had your little ulterior motives, right? All of you, every one of you.
I mean, I'm going to be careful what I say. You know why? All the lads in the room spoke to me today. Yeah. And I'm going to say as it is, and that's in front of you guys as well, because you guys know what I'm like. I say as it is and the truth. Now, the thing is, some of the other guys, good group of guys, you guys, wonderful guys, getting on really well with you. Stop me if I'm lying. Tell me. We all were in a big WhatsApp group.
He said stop. I said stop him if he's lying. I've stopped you, Johnny. I've stopped you. Yeah, you're lying. I stopped you. Because Johnny, you left, right? Right. When you left, you know the reason why you left, right? It's because of this bullshit going around with Nigel Winterburn and these trolls, right? Okay. I told you not to speak to the trolls. You still carry on speaking to them. And after you came back into the group, which I let you back on, right? Then I saw you still doing that with still speaking to these trolls. For whatever reason, I just asked you to stop, whether you're doing it for my interest or not. And you left the second time in the right way, yeah? We had a mutual agreement between us, and you left. So what the hell are you doing on this podcast, bruv? That's slagging me off, seriously.
I spoke my mind, and I was the first one to open up. Was I not, guys, in that WhatsApp group? And not saying names, but an individual thought, right, out he goes. So I got blocked. Didn't want to be in the, don't want that sort of thing.
Right, as a person who owns a channel, like a football manager, I can have on who I want. It's my choice. If I think someone's going to be good, I'd want to keep them. I'd fight to keep them. But I fought to keep every one of the people who remained on my podcast because I value them and I want to keep them. Right. As for the people who left, I don't value you. You showed what you are. Thanks for the switch out. You need to handle this decent, like I'm sure adult. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, bruv. I haven't been abusive or nothing. I think I have. Good and Adrian, both you good.
Person in here, because I stuck up for Claude, saying the realest guy never bothered me. He's never said anything to me at all. But I said Claude is my friend, Jack's my friend, blah 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 blah. Spoke up my mind. Next thing I know, I'm out of the group. What was the first thing I did, these, or once I got chucked out of the group?
Right, you didn't speak up your mind, and you was out of the group, Johnny. For one, that's not the reason why you was out of the group. The reason you was out of the group is because you kept talking to these trolls when I told you not to. And when you're talking to trolls about my podcast, about my channel, all you're doing is highlighting my channel for the wrong reasons. On Nigel Winterburn's thread. Get it right and stop lying.
What was the first thing I still said?
You still offered the Gunners pub.
I said you can still have the Gunners pub.
They still offered me the Gunners pub. The day they done their podcast slagging me off, he put out a tweet still offering me the Gunners pub. I never wanted the Gunners pub in the first place. You know, thank you to the Gunners pub. Big up the Gunners pub. Fantastic place to go and have a drink and go and check it out. I've never been there. I don't know you. I would like to come in there for a drink one day, but I don't really drink. That's the only reason, you know. But we don't go out and do things on location. So, you know, keep your Gunners pub. You know, you haven't offered anything that we want or we ever wanted. And you've done it on the day you was going to slag me off.
And I wish you all the very best for your show. And I meant that. And I still do. Classy. And I would have, and I've got proof because so many people backed it up. That you guys saw the tweet. Am I lying, Terry? No. The tweet was there, and it was the offers.
They've offered me the Gunners pub. Thank you. So you've offered me something I don't want, never did want, right? No disrespect to the Gunners pub at all, right? And you're trying to poach my people on my podcast. You know, you've jumped in with Shaheen, who keeps throwing you lot money onto your shows. You know, good luck to you guys. You know, you've taken what you want. You've got it. Just go and go about your business. Don't offer me nothing. I don't want nothing from you.
We're still there. Come back in. Terry rings me. I've come in and I'll send a comment. Don't know why. And chucks out of the group again. No idea why. So, for a man that's been chucked out of the group twice and still offers the Gunners pub and still wishes the show the very best, which I still do, believe it or not. At the end of the day, I don't want hate upon it. I've been there. My partner's suffered, and it's not making anyone feel guilty. My friend hanged himself through bullying, killed him.
So his friend has hanged himself from bullying. God rest his soul, right? God rest his soul, and thoughts go out to his family and everyone who knew him, right? What has that got to do with me? These people have come on. They accuse me of bullying when I haven't, right? For one, and then they're giving scenarios of people who have tragically lost their lives. So they're putting me into that bracket of causing these people to lose their lives. Is that really fair on my character when I've never even done nothing? There's never been one tweet, one like, no nothing. But they're putting all these scenarios about people, unfortunately, losing their lives, right, suffering, and they're putting me in that picture, in that bracket. Yeah, that's fair on me, is it? Yeah.
His fucking self. And I'm sick of it. And the amount of people, and this individual I'm talking about, I've got to be fair, I won't say his name, he hasn't really directly bothered me. He's targeted other people. But
I've never bothered him, but he's digging me out, right? And I'm supposed to be a troll. I've never trolled no one. I've never sent one message, not one text, not one call, nothing at all, not one like. But he's calling me a troll, right? He's calling me a troll. And I've not even said nothing about him. I've never tweeted about him. I've never said nothing about him. I've tweeted about him once, and do you know what I said? He left as a man, I said the guy left as a man. The only one who left as a man. And now he's digging me out. What have I done?
He's not really come at me, in fairness, but I did offer to meet the gentleman in the pub and have a chat with him. If the individual doesn't drink, fair enough. I do things one-on-one. It's as simple as that. So, all the proof is there for me and everyone else. You've all read the messages. Yeah, am I wrong so far, guys?
No, listen, every podcast we've done, right, there's always been someone in the chat room who said, oh, what's going on with you and so-and-so? What have we always said? We've always complimented the channel, right? There's some great guys on there, not all of them, but a majority of them, right?
The same. I saw in the comments yesterday, bro. You were slagging me off on Claude's channel. You don't know me, so you can talk to your opinion. It's fine, right? Nobody, I'm sure, is innocent in this move on both sides, bro. I need to move on any side. It's my channel. I could choose who I want on there and who I don't want on there, and they can also choose if they want to be on there or not, right? But if they're going to leave in the right way, okay, and don't call. Yeah, if they don't like me and they left, that's not a problem. They don't have to like me. It's not a problem. Yeah, they can think I'm the biggest dickhead in the world. I don't care about that, right? It's their opinion. But don't go and put out into public that I've tried to troll anybody or I've been abusive to anyone. So I've been abusive to no one and I've trolled no one, right? So putting all these depression stories, people hanging themselves, Caroline Flack, this, that, and the other. God rest her soul. Don't brand me in with that because that's absolutely disgusting. And that is trolling. Yeah, that is trolling. That is trolling at the biggest level, right? That is trolling, yeah?
Don't get it twisted. That is the trolling, yeah? You're the trolls, not me, because what you're doing is trolling me. Okay? Based on what facts or what evidence or what anything? Nothing. Based on the fact that you've all got an ego and you all want a piece of my channel. Yeah?
Some great guys on there, and the content is good. You wish them well. That's all we said. We've done it classy. Do we get it back? No.
And the thing is, as well, interrupting, is that at the end of the day, if you're thrown out of something and someone else invites you to something or you've got an idea, everyone's entitled to do their own thing and their own podcast. And at the end of the day, as I say, I weren't coming on here tonight, was I, guys? I weren't going to do this. And at the end of the day, my partner's been through enough as it is. Social media has opened a lot of doors for me. But also, it's one of the most horriblest things I've ever come across in my entire life. And what saddens me, and that's not picking out the guys from the other show, I'm on about a wider margin. The guy that we're talking about tonight on the other show, as such.
Right, let's right, basically, I just want to answer this, right? 1979 or 1979, Terry said, hang on, sorry, I lost it. Terry said you were trying to drag Claude into in the mud with the Arsenal Villa scenario. But Terry said you were trying to bully Claude because of his FTV success. Okay, all right, let's go into that, right? Terry said I was trying to drag Claude in the mud with his Arsenal Villa scenario. All right, if that's the case, right? The Arsenal realists and Claude have had their issues. Claude has had issues with many people, right? And it was Claude and the Arsenal realists' suggestion, right, that they wanted to do a show together. Okay, not mine. It was their suggestion they should do a show together, not mine. Of course I've done it because it's content for my channel. Yeah, they would have done it somewhere else. All right. Claude has asked me many times if he wanted to do a show with Arsenal realists. Okay. So Claude is dragging himself through the mud, not me. Claude wanted to do a program with Arsenal realists so they could bury the hatchet. If you want to know the truth, all right, that's the truth. And it was good enough for Terry then, and it's not good enough for Terry now. Bit hypocritical, isn't it? And I've got a problem. I've got a problem with Claude because of his Arsenal Fan TV success. What success is there on Arsenal Fan TV? What is the success? He's not the man. He's not the one making the money on Arsenal Fan TV. If he was, good luck to him. What success? Because the amount of praise you get the same amount of abuse. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm not on Arsenal Fan TV anyway. So why would I care what he does and what he doesn't do? You know, that's down to him. It's a new finishing, guys.
Trolling has suffered people having a dig. So that individual should know what it's like and how bad it is. So when others are giving it out, practice what you preach. That's all I'm saying.
Practice what you preach. Practice what you preach, you know. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. He's then going to go on and say that he's had issues on social media and all this infighting before. And he's trying to learn his lesson from it. Obviously, you haven't learned your lesson from it, have you?
At the end of the day, I mean this, and you guys that are looking at me in this show now might be a bit pissed off, but Diesel knows me better than any of you. I still, and Diesel probably give me a clip around a year old for saying that, but I still wish their show all the best, and I do, because I choose not to hate them. It's as simple as that.
He chooses not to hate me, but he comes on something where we've left on good terms. But he comes on something to hate on me, but he chooses not to hate me. And then he's going to wish me success. Really. And if I'm not right in saying, right, at the start of the program, just clarify if you don't mind, please, as a man, whether you did say that was Family Guy or not, because I couldn't make it out or not. If it was, what is that? If that's what you said, someone who's lost someone in their family, what is that? If that is what you said, let me know. Because if it is what you said, let me know. Yeah.
I don't hate them. I don't know them. At the end of the day, good luck with that show. I'm just doing this not for the money, not for that. I'm doing it because it's topics that I like to do and interests that I've got. Claude I drink with, he's a mate. I like it. Diesel's a mate. Terry I'm getting to know. Lev I'm getting to know. Do you know what I mean? I've got other people that are friends that want to get involved in this. Nothing more, nothing less. And I've never ever said anything bad like that regarding that show. Even today, guys, true or false?
Easy hand. I always speak the truth, bruv. And yesterday you was digging me out as well. So, you know, I hope you mean what you say today, because I do value you watching it as well.
Did I not say I wish you all the best with it?
Yeah, listen, it's all there on Twitter, it's all there to see. Right, we've ended it with Greg.
Diesel, you're 100% right, mate. It is all there on Twitter, right? It is all there to see. So please, right? Let's stop this YouTube shit, right? Okay. Basically, what you've done to me, all of you, is disgusting. Your behaviour has been disgusting from day one, right? From the way you left, all right? Okay. And Claude came into my channel with bad intentions, because he's got an issue with me thinking me and the realist are one when we're nothing to do with each other. And basically, it is all on Twitter, because on Twitter, on any platform, I've done nothing. All right, Diesel? Any invitation is open to all of you. You want to meet man to man? We'd meet man to man. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. You're an old school. I am old school. I'm old school.
And plus, it's just a shame some others don't. But you know what? The way I look at it now, guys, we said our piece. People believe what they want to believe. I've always been an advocate. The truth always comes out in the end. Yeah. Now,
easy hand now. You can dig me out for being negative, but because Arsenal in a negative situation. But this is real life, bruv. This is above and beyond what Arsenal are doing. What they're doing is disgusting. It's got nothing to do with Arsenal. So if you're digging me out and praising them for what they're doing to me right now, it's at a completely different level, bro.
for me, which is irrelevant now, it's irrelevant. Because we're doing what we do, we're enjoying it, right? The channel's going to grow. Whether we get 100 views, 1,000, it doesn't matter, right? We're doing something we enjoy, right? And I'll be damned if someone's going to come and try and piss it all up for us, right? We're enjoying it. We're all mates. No one's going to break us. Guys, to the guys in the chat, if you want to watch us and you like what we're doing, thank you for the support. If you don't like it, don't watch. It's as simple as that. You watch us and you want to watch other channels, not a problem. We're not going to abuse anyone in the chat, right? We don't always agree, but we're not going to abuse you. And one last thing, close and nearly, top guy, bye.
Make of that what you will. Make of this one what you will. Make of that what you will. And that is between the Arsenal podcast, and that's between the Arsenal podcast and them. Nothing to do with me. Yeah? Make of that what you will.
Guy, you're always welcome on our channel.
Flo, got something for you as well, bruv. Got something for you as well, Flo, and your donation as well, mate. Yeah. Because you want to mention, because that's what you're all about, getting a mention in it. Basically, Flo came on my channel the other day. I'll give you a mention, Flo, because that's what you want, yeah. So I'll let you have it. I'll let you have your moment. Flo came on my channel and mentioned this lot, and basically I said I'll block you off the channel then, all right? Because basically I don't want you coming on my channel and mentioning people who got bad intentions towards me. And obviously this video just goes to show how much their bad intentions are. So I said to Flo, all right, mate, you know, don't watch my channel no more. You blocked. So I blocked him. Then I messaged him. I said, you know what? I don't appreciate what you've done, because I thought we had a better relationship than that. I met Flo. Out of all these guys, none of them met him. I met him. I met him at Arsenal. You know, out of all these guys, I met Flo. I had Flo on my platform that I do with everyone else, and I befriended him, right, like I do with everyone else. The guy donated sometimes. Sometimes he donated, give me insults. You know, he donated, calling me names. And I've said to you live on those podcasts, if you're going to insult me, take your money back. You know, because no amount of money buys me. Yeah, I'm no hoe, right? So I've said to you as a man, don't insult me and give me money. I don't want your money. It's dirty money if that's the case. So I said to him, if you're going to behave like a man, you behave like a good guy. How I've treated you, you come back on the channel whenever you want. And he turned around, said, it's only YouTube, it's only a joke, don't take life so seriously. So you know what, it might be a joke for you, mate, because you're out of that world. You know, it's nothing to do with you. This is something I work very hard for. I don't get a penny for it. I've made some good friends with it. It seems I've made some enemies from it as well, right? Always done things with good intentions. But the thing is, it's something that I work for and I work very hard for. And for you to think it's a joke, it's up to you. You think it's a joke, right? And then what he does, so I've put my point of view to him, and what he does, he goes and mugs me for the next day with this lot. That's you, Flo. That's you. You know, sad character.
Let Claude go.
I'm just saying something. Everyone is entitled to opinion, talk about things. But when it comes to family and discussing my family business, that's going beyond it, man. You can joke and laugh with me. That's not bad enough. That's not bad enough. That's not. Someone said to me, "You should be. Twitter's not for you." That's what Twitter's all about. Is that what Twitter's all about? As you said, someone just said about Caroline Flack and people committing suicide.
Yeah, Caroline Flack and people committing suicide. What the hell has that got to do with me? What has that got to do with me? You tell me that.
I don't understand. There's a guy there. He's going on about trolls and men doing programs on mental health, and he's digging into me for 2 days to get me going.
Digging into Claude for 2 days to get him going, yeah? What have I actually said was dug into him for 2 days to get him going? What have I said for 2 days? I've dug into him for 2 days. There's my tweets. Go and look at them. What have I dug into? Tell me that. Tell me that, Claude. When you came onto my channel with bad intentions, what have I actually said that's digging into you for 2 days, which is not the truth about how much I've helped you? What is that? What's digging into you, Claude?
Knowing that I'm in pain, he knows my situation.
Knowing that you're in pain and I know your situation. How about my pain, Claude? How about my pain? Don't you think about my pain, or is it only your pain what's important to you?
He knows I'm in pain, and he's digging and digging and digging, and then he has a cheek to say that he wants to do programs on mental health. The reason he wants to do programs on mental health, and I'll tell you the reason he wants to do it, is to boost his profile. He's not interested in that.
Right. The reason I wanted to do programs on mental health, it was to boost my profile, was it? Yeah. It wasn't me put out. It wasn't me put out mental health shows on Mental Health Day to boost my profile, mate. I put them out on any day. I've done 2 shows on mental health. I didn't do them on Mental Health Day, did I? Where it was a topic of conversation. Difference.
Because if he was, he wouldn't be doing that for me for the last 2 days. He wouldn't be doing that to me. He's not interested, right? That's fine on it. No, also, you know, I mean, it's not on. It's just not bloody well on. Because you say things, you represent saying that you hate all this, you do that, and you're digging into me for 2 days like that.
Whether you like it or not.
Let me give you.
Wait, just wait for a minute. Just wait. Just because you're loud, this doesn't mean we've got to listen to you. Whether you like it or not, you have to admire Terry and Diesel's snake move against Sonny. Claude sold out on the pockets for money and AFC's success. He gets donations and plays innocent, right? You don't admire it because you don't admire it. You know why? Because these things come back and they hurt you, right? People don't like snakes. People don't like dishonest people, right? People don't like trolls. You know, sooner or later, you get bored of watching the same old shit. Talking about it, you know, being a victim when you're clearly not the victim. You're actually the one who's doing the abusing. Because go on, like I said many times, don't say anything I've actually written, said, quoted, or tweeted or whatever. I haven't said nothing to none of them.
Message, Sonny, as well, right? Those people you think that they're doing all this on, do you think they're your friends? They're not your friends. They're not your friends. They're living off you. They're living off you. So don't think they're your friends, mate.
Right. No one is living off me for one, because I don't pay anyone to do this. They're doing it because they want to do it. Yeah, that's for one, right? And you know what? Those people on my podcast, they're not my friends. You're right, because we don't know each other. I've got respect for them. I've got respect for them as human beings, and some of them we've got to be friends. Some of them I don't know as well, but in time they'll show what they're like. I'll show what I'm like. If a friendship grows, it's a bonus because we didn't have that before. If it doesn't grow, and people go their own way, none of us lost anything, have we? But every person on my podcast now who's on there, I've got 1,000,000% utmost respect for and love for every one of them, right? And anything I could do to help any one of them, I'll do that. And if they show the same amount of respect and love for me too. And so I do call that a friendship now, right? For the people who I thought were friends, you clearly show that you're not. You weren't even acquaintances, you know. Best thing what's happened from this is I've got rid of the people who had really bad intentions towards me. I was too naive to see it.
Just say one thing and wrap up. Can I just say one more thing?
2 seconds. This is what this is it Asi? Is that sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. You're totally right. We are all Arsenal, and like Chris said before, we're praised this channel. We've told people to go and watch it still. We have not been bitter or twisted in any way whatsoever. You're allowed to go and watch.
They're not being bitter or twisted. They praise my channel and they're being bitter and twisted on this. They're doing a thing for West Ham, Arsenal versus Man City. They're spending 20 minutes on me being bitter and twisted, but they're praising my channel and being bitter and twisted. What world do you people live? What world are you living in? Right? Do you actually believe the shit that you're coming out with? Really? Do you? You know what? None of you on them mean nothing to me. None of you mean nothing to me. Right? I'm not interested. Go do your thing.
Any channel you want, go on, or
what's names or who I, but when sometimes why does Johnny act like that on Twitter or on a serious level, yeah, is someone I know as well. Long story, I'll make it short as I can. They were being bullied and accused.
Let me make it short for you, Johnny, because I know what you say. He's going to turn around and say that there's some kid who was being bullied and he killed himself, and he weren't even accused of the things that he's done, and then his mum killed herself because she couldn't cope with it. Yeah, a tragic story, really sad. Your heart goes out to everybody connected with that, right? But Johnny, again, what has that got to do with me? Because I haven't trolled no one. I haven't attempted to troll no one, right? Don't mix me in with that, okay? All right. If anyone's doing trolling there, my friend, it's you. Yeah, it's you, because you did leave on good terms, right? You did leave on good terms, and you chose to come on to troll me, giving stories about things that have got absolutely nothing to do with me, and there's no basis of me doing any trolling at all, right? Terry, we're going to wrap up now. Terry, right? Terry, I gave you an opportunity to tell. You didn't take it, right? I gave you an opportunity. You came on for as long as you came on. You didn't take it. You didn't want to stick with it. You've gone and done your own thing. Best of luck to you, mate. But on my channel, there's only one top dog, bruv, and that's me. It's my channel, bruv. If you can't handle that, it's your problem, not mine. You know, Diesel, good luck to you, my friend. I've got no problem with you. You know, you've done your own thing. Good luck to you, mate. Same with Springer, Levin. You know, do your thing, man. If you want to come into YouTube to make a difference, to give a message or whatever, just do your thing, man. Just do your thing. But don't use me to do that, bruv. Don't use me to do that. Right? Don't use me to do it. You do your own thing, man. Anyone can plug into YouTube and do it. So don't jump on my misery and then my hard work to get where you want. Right? Don't. Johnny, I've got no whatever. And who else is there? Springer, cool, man. I've got no problem with Springer at all. You know, Springer, just do your thing, man. I've got no problem with you at all. Claude, you know what, Claude? You lost a friend. You lost a friend, man. You know, you lost a friend. It's up to you. You know, you didn't value me as a friend. That's your look at it. It's fine. Ken, the same with you, bro. You know, you didn't tell me your problem. You know, you didn't tell me what your issue was. I'll explain to you what my thought was behind it. And if we were being solid friends, we'd have still remained friends. But don't none of you tell me to go and not speak to whoever, because you've got an issue with them. That's your issue. It's not my issue. Yeah. If you've got an issue with people, it's not my issue. Right. And don't make them my issue. Don't make what they do or what you think they do or what they do. It's got anything to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. Right. That's the last thing I'm saying on it. Right. Take your channel, do your channel, I'm not wishing you luck. I could not give a fuck, right? Could not give a fuck. You know, just do what you want, bruv. All right, do what you want. And like I said, you want to discuss things, and you think you want to come back with some bullshit. Yeah? I'm not going backwards and forwards with this shit, right? If you want to sit in the room and discuss it, I'll sit in the room and discuss it. I ain't no bitch. I ain't no one bitch, bruv. All right? Take care. Later on. I thought I cancelled it, but I didn't. That's how much these people have bothered me, because what they've done, it's not nice. It's not nice at all, because I haven't actually done anything. All I've done is give people a platform to come on, and they've come on, you know, for whatever reason they felt like they haven't got on with me for whatever reason. You know, just take your real truths, just take your real opinions. Why you don't want to be on my channel, and don't make up fake shit, bruv. Seriously, don't make up fake shit. Be better than that in life. And Diesel, don't give it all the old school shit, mate. Right? I'm more old school than any of you lot would ever know, bruv. And the thing is, I've got morals, and I've got standards, and I stick to them, right? And Claude, I'm going to end it. I ain't done nothing to you, mate. Nothing at all. Nothing. All right? So all of you, leave me alone. Just do what you do. Take care. Everyone in the comments, I appreciate you for watching. It's gone on for 2 hours, unfortunately. You know, it's something that I have to react to, you know. I haven't been disrespectful once. I haven't been abusive once. I said nothing. And if you could go back through all my history, I still haven't said nothing. All right? If they've got an issue with a certain person, take it out with him. Don't take it out with me. Like, I ain't done nothing to none of you. I treated the realist the same as I've treated you, and I treated you the same as I've treated the realist. Right? Saying to me, you've got things in my group chat and you want to expose me in this, expose what you want, you know, expose what you want. But what I say the truth. I say the truth, and that's it. All right? So don't come into my group chat, take copies of things that you say you've got on me and try and blackmail me. Stick your blackmail up your fucking asses, yeah? All right, that's me out of here. Southern CV Arsenal. Please subscribe, share, and like. And also, if you want to get on the platform, nothing's changed. It's time for the fresh blood. Let's get some new people on. You know, create your own content and share it on this platform, and let's build a community. And you know, it's not going to work smoothly, but that's life for you, isn't it? Take care, people. I'm out of here. Later on.